Big up to everyone, lovely family and lovely friends out there, wherever you're watching the Awini Unity platform from. Thank you so much, and I do really appreciate your time once again. This video, I'm driving your attention to Arsenal forward Eddie Nketiah and also Nottingham Forest winger Hudson Odoi. This is the players I'm going to be talking about right here on the Awini Unity platform. But let me take your time a little bit. Whatever you may be watching the Awini Unity platform and you want a lot of things right here in Europe, Spain in particular, Intercop is the right company for you. You are right here in Spain and you want to shift or any part of Europe and you want to shift a lot of things back to Africa. Maybe you have a lot of things that are full of container, or maybe 1 pallet, 2 pallet, or cars, then you want to shift it back to Africa. Do not go nowhere. Intercop is the right company. You own the ship and you want to come to Spain for maintenance and you want shipping agency to supply you a lot of goods to your vessel. Do not go nowhere. Contact Intercop. You can pick the number on your screen and get much more information. Also, you can visit our website www.intercop.españa. So, very quick one. Let me draw your attention to the main details right here. Eddie Nketiah and Hudson Odoi. If you follow me for a while now, personally, when Ghana was going to the World Cup, I was giving you update about these guys, their nationalities who used to play for Ghana. That didn't happen. So now a lot of people used to ask, can these guys still play for Ghana? The way things are going now, it seems like it will be very difficult for these guys to get break into the England national team due to their performance nowadays, and the way England also full of a lot of squad. And a lot of people are suggesting that then it is a great chance for Ghana to capitalize that and bring these two guys on board. But before we dive deep into the main details, if you remember back last 2022, I give you update when a lot of people was asking that Odoi already played for England like once or twice. So how can he able to play for Ghana again? And now can he play for Ghana, or maybe can he able to play for Ghana when he already played for England? And if you remember, I give you update, I think last 2 years ago, if you follow Awini Unity platform for quite a little bit. So let's listen to what Sky Sports reporter said about this last 2 years when I give you guys this update. So let's listen to him and come back to the main debate right here.
Yeah, look, Callum Hudson-Odoi actually qualifies to play for both England and Ghana. Now, there are reports emanating this afternoon that he has actually chosen to represent Ghana. Now, I'm told today that no decision has been made on his international preference or his international future. Now, some people might ask, how can he play for Ghana, having represented England 3 times? The last of those caps came in a competitive game back in November 2019. Well, FIFA rules state that a player can change association if they have 3 caps or less, provided none of those caps came in an international tournament, which they haven't. Furthermore, the player qualifies to play for another country provided their caps came while they were under the age of 21. And that is what has happened with Callum Hudson-Odoi. One stipulation, the player must wait 3 years from his last cap from the previous country to representing the new country. So if he was to choose Ghana, and that's a big if at the moment because no decision has been made despite these reports, then Hudson-Odoi would be able to...
Okay, so there you have it. You get to understand it very clearly that the reason why they can still play for Ghana, but this video was back when Ghana was preparing going to the World Cup, where I give you this update by then. Let's talk about something right here. These guys are very good players, to be honest. But when you look at their performance this season, I don't think that we really need them. If they decide to play for Ghana, I will not feel like, why now they have to play for Ghana? But I think, to my personal opinion, I do not think that we really need them badly like that. When you check Eddie Nketiah performance this season and the goals that he scores, comparing to the players that Ghana have, I do not think that we really need them that bad, to my personal opinion. Like I said, Eddie Nketiah played 27 games for Arsenal this season, and most of these matches he came on, he didn't start most of all the matches, and he scored 5 goals, 2 assists. We have a lot of players that already know Ghana, players that already know everything about Ghana, know the culture, understand a lot of things. I think that this is the players that we should be focusing on, and I will come into the players that I feel like the chance that be given to maybe Nketiah and Odoi should be given to these guys that already know. You know, if you remember, guys, Anyaki Williams said something for some time ago that he don't think that it is fair to give chance to players that do not really know much about or feel much about Ghana. But if we can give that chance to players that really know much about Ghana and they understand a lot of things, it is very, very easy for them to interact, or maybe for them to able to fit in the system. If you guys remember, and a lot of people that follow me for maybe 5 years ago or maybe 6 years ago, when I used to talk about Anyaki Williams and Nico Williams, all those things are said here when Anyaki Williams said about those things. The end of the day, when Anyaki Williams come to the team, what changed? Nothing have changed. So to my personal opinion, yes, they are good players, but I do not think that when they come to Ghana, they're going to make any massive impact. Bear in mind that sometimes something that you do not put it as your number 1 priority, and it like that thing always comes second in your life, you're never going to do it like something that you put it number 1 in your life. And what is that? These guys will always choose England first. They can only accept to come and play for Ghana when they get to a point and they finally get to understand that no, there is no way they can able to get chance to represent England. That is the only way they will come, and their heart will not be there for 100%. Okay, so let's come for Odoi as well. Okay, let's come for Odoi. Odoi as well this season played 26, almost the same matches like Nketiah. Nketiah played 27 for Arsenal. He played, Odoi also played 26. Yes, Eddie Nketiah played 27 for Arsenal, and Hudson Odoi played 26 for Nottingham Forest, also scoring 5 goals and 1 assist. And most of these games as well, he do not start from the matches. Let's come back. When you look at player like Bernard Mensah. Bernard Mensah used to play for the Turkish Super League and moved to Saudi Pro League. Despite that he's 29 years, but he can still make impact to the Ghana national team Black Stars. Bernard Mensah played 25 games, scoring 12 goals. Okay, Bernard Mensah played 25 games, scoring 12 goals. But when you check Nketiah and Odoi, they play more matches than Bernard Mensah and they score less goals. Someone going to do a little bit argument right here that, well, then, but you cannot compare maybe Saudi League to the English Premier League. I get it. But if a player, you are good, you are good. We have a lot of players in the Premier League. They score a lot of goals. The Saudi Pro League have a lot of, so many players, Karim Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo, a lot of, most of the even African big stars, Sadio Mane, all of them, that is where they are playing. So do you want to tell me that Senegal gonna drop Sadio Mane not to play for Senegal again simply because he played for the Saudi Pro League? The answer is no. So why can't you give the chance to player like Bernard Mensah for maybe 2 games, 3 games and see what the guy can do? In short, casing players that do not really see, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them because when you grew up somewhere, and your everything is there, your friends is there, your family is there, obviously your love gonna be there. So I'm not blaming these guys not choosing Ghana as their number 1, because if it is you, you're going to feel the same where your family is. Why sometimes we are here and we're always so excited when we return back to Ghana. We return back to Ghana because that is where we grew up a little bit. We have family there, we have friends there. So that feeling alone, it is something else. When you are doing something and those people are around, you can feel the feeling. Player like Abdul Aziz Yakubu, which I spoke about him. Abdul Aziz Yakubu used to play for the Portuguese league. Last season, he moved to Chinese Super League. Scored almost about 20-something games, scoring almost about 18 to 19 goals last season. And he returned back to the Portuguese league this season. He's playing the Portuguese league this season. A young man, 25 years of age, play 15 games. Do you want to tell me that the Portuguese league are too bad like that? When you have a lot of teams that always in the Champions League, in the Europa League. This young man played only 15 games, scoring 6 goals, giving 1 assist, comparing to the players that we are focusing on them and they are not ready for us. So that is my personal opinion. We have a lot of players. We have a lot of players that when you want to check player like Hudson Odoi, no two doubt about it. He's a very great and a good player and young as well. But does he better than the players that we have there? The answer is no. When you check Odoi position, you can name a lot of players that are not even getting chance to play there. Player like Kamaldeen Sulemana. Guess what? Sulemana out of injuries has been off and on right there. But Sulemana, I don't think that Odoi is actually a much better player than Kamaldeen Sulemana. When you talk in terms of skills and a player that can shoot long range and all that, we have him there. Do not forget that we also have this guy. I don't know why he moved to America to play football by this time, like Joseph Penson. Very good player. He's not even sometimes getting chance. You have player like Osman Bukari, the same position. He's not even always getting playing time. You have player like Enes Noma, the same position. A great player. You cannot tell me, if we want to be honest to ourselves, you cannot tell me that Odoi is better player than Enes Noma in terms of everything. When you come to the same, you have even Jordan Ayew that normally also play the same position as well. When you come to Fatau Isahako, a player that gets won Young Player of the Year in Leicester City last night. And you and I know that when it comes to Fatau Isahako, if we can able to have confidence for these guys, look at Fatau Isahako. This is a guy that really need a chance to give this guy a chance, free road to play for the Black Stars. And when you give Fatau Isahako free road to play how he want to play, the guy can bring what really in him. Because why I'm saying this, guys, a guy that Fatau Isahako, a player that play all the national teams, and everywhere the guy always play, he tried to show the quality that he has. When he was playing back, I think Dreams FC or one club, I guess, escaped me. Even back in Tamale, when he used to play for the, I think, 3rd division club or something like that, he scores a lot of goals. He come to the Ghana Premier League, I think Dreams FC or something like that. He scores a lot of goals. He go to the under 17, a lot of goals, and not just a lot of goals, but the type of goals that he normally scores. He went to the under 20, a lot of goals. He went to the Portuguese club, Sporting Lisbon. The guy is always good. Look at last week hat-trick, that some of the goals and the performance. So imagine that. That is why I always say it is like maybe we don't really get value something that really is our own. If Fatau Isahako was to be a player that was born in England or any part of Europe, and playing this kind of ball, you'll be seeing how we're gonna forcing this player to play for us. But now the player is you do not need to even talk about something. Why can't we give the chance for these players? Players like Antonio Semenyo, when the players that really want to play for Ghana, really want to play, you can see how they're going to commit. Antonio Semenyo, Ghana do not talk so much to convince him to play for Ghana. From day one, he always say he want to play for Ghana, meaning the heart. I know that yes, some of the players, due to where they used to play, and them they accept, they know very clearly that the way things are going, it will be very difficult for me to fight to get England side. But we shouldn't take that away from them as well. Antonio Semenyo decided to play for Ghana, and you can see when they are losing, the way this guy is running all over the park, gets to score goals. Player like Tariq Lamptey, we do not put so much pressure on Tariq Lamptey to play for Ghana. The end, you could see when he's playing, because he chose Ghana as number one. That is my personal opinion. But I do not really have a problem if these players end up coming to play for Ghana. Yeah, it is good. They are good players. But are they really coming to make a massive change to Black Stars? I do not think so. They can make their little impact, but I do not think there's going to be a massive change when we have these players. Yes, their name adding to the team can be a little fear, a little panic to other countries coming to face Ghana or something like that. But aside that, I think Ghana have a lot of quality players enough. If we can able to focus on that players and give them a chance that they really deserve. We have a lot of players that we're always talking about here. We have a lot of midfield players. We have a lot of players that are playing the wing, both at the right side and the left side. So this is something that I have to share with you. Thank you very much for always watching Awini Unity platform. You're going to see Awini Unity platform to give you much more update, a lot of things about football. So you do not go nowhere. Always check on the Awini Unity platform, and I really, really appreciate you guys always tuning up to Awini Unity platform. Thank you very much, and happy. Enjoy your evening.